Yes, if I confirm, it's your boy Foxy in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of yam and the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995 1999 Gidigbo champion. The first Igbo governor of Lagos State. But I say yes, can I say yes, we fit. Yes, but I confirm. When in doubt, so that breast. Yes, for that confirm. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to another episode of Africa Today Show with your top Foxy in the building. I like your boy. Chopper of yam and the fryer of plantain. I believe today is the day of our Lord, Thursday. Right here in November, we're already almost done with this month. Before you know what's happening next week now, we're gonna be having 27, and before you know what's happening, December gonna be here. I want December, no ruega. I want December, no ruega. Ginger. So we'll roll into the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're jumping ahead. Like I said, today's Thursday, you're gonna see this video on Friday. Jumping into it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Grace is going on right there in the South African part of Africa, confirm. I'm telling you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. TB Joshua has done it again. Now, if you want to rewind a little bit, apparently, earlier this year, I didn't know, I won't lie to you, I didn't know. TB Joshua put a prophecy out there saying that two sitting presidents that are living out there in the southern part of Africa will murder, they will die in office out of illness. So out of nowhere, you guys know I reported about the Zambian president, Michael Sata, that died. I think that's probably like about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. The guy murdered. So as soon as the guy murdered, now I'm hearing that Zambia people that are supposed to take over, they're now fearing like, this guy talks say, person supposed to murder. And now out of nowhere, this guy don't murder. And this another one go mud. So right now people are fearing. They're saying, is it possible that Robert Mugabe might be the one that will die? That's the Zimbabwe strongman has been leading Zimbabwe since their independence in 1980 or 1981. So this guy has been there since. But this is what I'm going to say. This TB Joshua prophecy, your prophecy no they had. TB Joshua go talk say, somebody in office in Nigeria is going to be in a car accident this year. I saw you all in full of, oh Lord, cover me, oh, back me with your anointing, oh Lord, Emi Jesu. Shut up! If you have a country that has, how many people there inside our House of Assembly? Almost 300 and something. How many people there in Senate? How many people are governor? How many people are local government chairman? Probably have at least 1,000 local government chairman. So there is no way, knowing how they be driving like crazy, all their convoy, wow, driving like they're carrying bullion van. Of course there's going to be accidents. So statistically, it's almost like 100% chance. So that's, to me, that's not even a prophecy. That's just somebody saying, you know what, might just throw something out there where I know it will happen. It's like me saying that, you know what, rain will fall for Lagos for more than 6 hours this year. Nobody's gonna shake. Lagos will be to get 7 days rain. Confirm. So the point I'm trying to make is this: if you open your mouth and say, if you like say person will die for this South Africa area, considering the fact that the presidents that they have there are old. This Michael Sata guy, ancient. Robert Mugabe. Oh. When I don't see that in birthday cake, where I put a video up on a couple of Africa Today show ago, where we say I talk about the fact say he spent so much money. I think he spent millions on his birthday and his daughter's wedding, and he's now going and looking for fun to now come and fund the government. So they've given him birthday cake. The guy they blow the birthday cake. All the lungs want to explode. I never for my life see person who need Viagra to just blow out birthday cake, confirmed. So it's not a prophecy. These people are old. The odds are said they will soon expire, they will soon mud. You don't have to look too far. So to me, it's not really a prophecy. I don't see why South Africa people are fearing. Plus, I'm hearing the news now that even that, TB Joshua, you had that whole situation where we say the building fell. You know when that thing first happened? They were suspecting that they even had a video that he played during one of his service showing that, see the plane, a suspicious plane was flying so close to this building, and as soon as the plane passed, that's how I think for. They even had somebody that came out, a police, they say it's a police witness that came out and said the way the building crumbled is like a systematic detonation. It seemed like a bomb was thrown. No be only bomb that cara, idiots. Let me tell you something. Government has come out now. The Nigerian Air Force, they came out officially. They stated like, look, that plane is not a maybe or maybe not plane. No. Now our own plane. It was a military aircraft that was getting ready to land. So based on the height and the trajectory of that plane, it's consistent with our landing process. We're about to land in Murtala Mohammed. It's not so far from where people are located. So the plane is getting ready to land. And from where the plane is, There's no way that the plane's movement is going to affect the building, or else all those buildings waiting for a case are going to fall. I mean, every single should be Air Force base there where we go secondary school. That one for don't fall, not destroyed by now. If the fact that a plane is coming down and is nearing you. Remember this thing now? I don't know whether you guys know this. I mean, I grew up in the south of Lagos State, and I'm sure anybody that grew up in Festac, that mainland area near the airport, you go get some lights. So you say, you go there. Some of all these people they fly plane. I don't know whether their head no correct, or maybe they don't drink alcohol, they don't dig. They go just say near your building like vex. I said I get one plane way near my house. I look up, I see where the pilot the picking nose. Okay, that one I play, sorry. But no, I'm telling you, they'll be flying so close. So they're saying it's not the plane that fought this building. If it was for the plane, other buildings would have fallen inside our complex. Plus, our Lagos State planning people have come out and they say, you know what? Something is wrong. Even that building right there was structurally unsound. And they've also pointed at other buildings, saying that a lot of the buildings that they have in that Church of All Nations don't even have plan. They were not registered with the government, so they're not even official. If not something we say, government supposed to remember when Raji Rasaki and all these people and our governors are very, very good at destroying illegal structure. A lot of those buildings are illegal structures. So the point they're trying to make is, forget about the fact that that one building is an illegal structure. A lot of the buildings in their illegal structure, they should even break them down and then start to rebuild. So, TB Joshua, can you address that, please? Ginger. Jumping out of there, I'm hearing the news coming from Kenya that recently there's been a huge crackdown on a lot of mosques that they have right there in the Mombasa area. Basically, they're cracking down on mosques that they believe are hubs for Al-Shabaab. Al-Shabaab, now the terrorist organization, where they do that whole kidney for Nairobi not too long ago, where they go by like 67 people. They took over a whole mall, they shoot people, grenade people life, and destroy them and kill them, 67 of them. So Kenya has been going there, their armed forces have stepped up. Who be this way they come here? Waiting happen, I'm walking now. People don't get on training. Waiting happen now. Don't be wait till 9 p.m. So can use 3 minutes. Ginger. As I was saying, if I was really interrupted by someone that's calling me right now, hopefully that's not money, or hopefully it's not money that I'm just saying bye-bye to. But it's alright, so I'll call them back later. Ginger. So as I was saying, so Kenya, they said that they're going to crack down. There's a serious, significant crackdown on all of these people that they say they are a fertile ground for the sowing of seed of all this terrorism. They went into all this mosque, they're finding all kind of weapons. According to them, they found 2 petrol bombs, they found 3 cutlass. And when they say cutlass, I say, bros, hold on. 3 cutlass. Ordinary, this my house here. This is no joke. Ordinary, this my house here. Ordinary, this my house here. See, this is things that's already inside my studio here. Ninja. This sword that I have inside my studio here already just as decoration, or just in case somebody disturb me. So am I terrorist? And to me, I'm looking at it like that's not. If I'm looking at that list of weapons, I'm not gonna put 3 cutlass. If you see some machine gun in here, or if you see like one basin with like 200,000 cutlass in here, but it don't make no sense. I feel like that's how you can start looking for something. If you already know our forces, our police people, they can be overzealous sometimes. If you start looking for something, you will find it. So if you can say, I'm saying that you're searching for something, and you're searching for a weapon, and you find 3 cutlass, to me that's not a weapon of terrorism. That's people have cutlass, so cutlassing things around their house. Maybe there's bush, maybe there's sugar cane. Who knows? Nobody knows. That to me, that's not it. And my concern is this: they say they caught over 300. And they started this past weekend, and they've been doing it. So they caught over 300 people, but over time they've been releasing a lot of people, saying that, you know what, most of them were not tied to the terrorism. So between Saturday and now, they've released about 100 and something people, saying that it doesn't seem like they're related to this thing. So I'm concerned that the net is too wide. Should you understand? If you've already packed 300 and something people and released almost half, how are we sure that the remaining that you're holding are actually guilty? You get what I'm talking about? We are just going to mosque and packing people. The fact that somebody is Muslim does not necessarily mean that they're terrorists, or vice versa. And the fact that you're a terrorist doesn't mean that you're Muslim. So I feel like there should be more, concerted effort. Say for instance, okay, I see that petrol bomb. Okay, who get this petrol bomb? Who person fingerprint there on top of him? Men are cash and men are touch arm. What should I say, torture on internet? I don't know, but I believe in torture. If you tip something from me, I can't slap a apple to get the truth as confirmed. But my mother has proved that to me several times on my own body. Ginger, who chopped that meat? Wow, it's me and my brother. We chop meat. Ginger. So yeah, you can do it if you need to. Confirm. Use that and find out who the people are, who are your organ and everything else. Don't just get me packing boys. You know, I don't believe in packing boys. I've been a victim of situation where they are packing boys. I think I've talked about this before on Africa Today show when I was in Empire in Lagos. I'm not going to explain what Empire is. If you don't know Empire in Lagos, leave it like that. But it's a place where boys go for enjoyment due to stingy babes in Unilag. So they just went to pack boys. I mean, I was just there chilling and they packed me joint, you know, and all of a sudden you're in station at the back of counter and you're wondering, what am I doing with my life? Why am I here? You know, just because they pack boys. So they're packing out, the armed robbers are here. They went and pack boys, imagine. So I just want them to fine-tune the way that they are going about cashing people. Ginger. On a much lighter note, I'm hearing the news coming from Abuja that you know how sometimes we're talking about our politicians, people want to be quick to say, ew, our politicians, especially Nigerian politicians, their belly is so big, look at them, they're so unfit, they're so unhealthy. It's a lie. It's a lie. Just because belly is big don't mean that the person cannot move when they need to. Today was a proof that because the belly swell up, looking like someone that's about to put to bed, does not mean that our politicians cannot move when they need to move, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The video that I see, apparently, that right there in Abuja, where the situation in our National House of Assembly, they are building, the speaker, that's the Tambowal guy, I don't know whether you guys are following the story, but apparently a month ago he decamped from PDP, the Speaker of the House decamped from PDP to APC. And off of that, you know, everybody's vexing. The guy went and declared for presidency, all that kind of stuff. Now he has turned back and said he's going to run for governor of the state, things like that. But people were vexing and losing their mind. Jonathan was losing his mind. Everybody's going crazy. Why, how? What's going to happen? You know, this kind of situation. So today was a special vote. Today was a special vote, and today they were voting for whether they will extend the emergency rule situation that's going on in the northeast of Nigeria with all that Boko Haram parole. I talked about that a lot yesterday, so you might be able to watch that video to understand where I'm coming from. So, because I guess the speaker and the other APC people, they know that they're going to vote against extension of that emergency rule or whatever, the police and SSS and everybody now block the gates. Now said they're not going to be allowed to enter. Which is very, it's funny to me because you have somebody who's an elected official, right? As long as you're not contesting the fact this person was elected in a relatively fair election, who knows? I don't know the person's exact ward or how he went in or whatever, but he's been elected into power. Quite alright. Who be this now? Jesus. He's been elected into power. You understand what I'm saying? And after being elected into power, he's now in a situation where he now became the Speaker of the House. Nobody argue. Now the guy has changed party. To me, I feel like, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't understand the electoral process enough, but based on what I know here in America, you yourself, you can move. If you're in one party, after your election, you can move to another party. It's on you. But when it's time for re-election, don't be trying to come back to your old constituency and be like, vote me in. That never. Nigeria has done it so many times. Where you have somebody that was in PDP, they go to ABGA while they are still the sitting governor and run in ABGA and win, and then they stay there. So I've seen it happen before. So I don't think there's any rules against it or any laws against it. So apparently, this guy did that whole decamping parole. Quite alright. He did it. Now, over the fact that you're vexing that he decamped, does not mean you have the right to now lock him out of the House of Assembly that he himself is a member, and not only a member, he's the Speaker. So I'm already looking at it like this wrong has already been done there. It's not right. Now, you know how a lot of us are so quick to call out people like, oh, the criminals, the police guys are so criminal. And we look at the criminal things that they're doing, that they thief money and things like that. But today they really showed us a different side of that being a criminal. Because I don't believe that you can be a thief, a armed robber, unless you can physically have the ability to do things that armed robbers do, confirm. And regardless of that, they are big swell of belly. These guys were scaling fence. They were flying over the fence. When they locked that gate and the police said, no, you can't get in. They said, me like this, on one side, they just carry leg up. It's almost like all those boarding school boys. Now, when you're trying to go to bush canteens, go and chop dodo and fried rice. I don't think any bush canteen has fried rice. Usually it's amala that we're going to eat in bush canteen. Or if you have a place where they're selling this seal, you and your boys can just move. Or suya. Anybody, school people, where they watch this thing right now, you know for a fact. Back in the day, suya. When you come back like this, ordinary the paper, you can bring it back and boys be like, can I smell? Please, can I just smell? Yo, so they fly the fence. I'm going to show you guys the video because I was watching that and I was like this. Because one of the things about public office is that you're supposed to be an exemplary citizen. You're supposed to be somebody people are looking up to. The reason why people are voting for, when people vote for you, is not one person. I don't care how corrupt you are. I don't care what kind of scam you used to get into office. I don't care what kind of rigging. Every single person in our House of Assembly had votes. At least, if not at least 20,000 legit votes. Each of them will be saying, somebody said, you know what, I like this guy. Maybe that person has been lied, maybe that person has been denied, maybe because of the fact that he came out from the mosque, he see you and your picking has all that crust on his mouth from old ogi that he ate, and he pick him up and say, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, I love this picking. Kiss your picking with that nasty ass food we don't dry for him neck, and you say, wow, this big man did this, I'm gonna give him my vote. Maybe that's what happens. So guess what, you guys are exemplary citizens. We look up to you. Which why most stressed when they're born. They say, when I grow up, what do you want to be? I want to be president. I want to be governor. That's what we say. Even before we even know that there's anything called money or there's even talking of anything. Because that's who we look up to. We see them. A lot of people pan picture in their house of the president or the vice president. I don't know whether you remember when we were younger. NTA, before they start, which is a little segue right here. I might just divert a little bit. So, I was talking to my little brother recently. He was born in 1993. So he's 21 now. I was talking to him and I said, I remember when we used to come out from school and we were waiting for TV to start. And he's looking at me like, TV start? What does that mean? How can TV start? I was like, no. You have to come home and you wait for TV to start. Because when you come home, all you'll be saying is, shh, NTA 2 channel 5, shh, NTA channel 7, shh. Enter channel 10, shh. Then maybe around like 2 or 4, I think it's 4 p.m. You know here. You now see all that green, red, all that roy beef, the rainbow like color. Then you now see dun, 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 dun. And then they play national anthem, and then you now see the picture of the head of state. I now see the vice, and you see all the other important people, governor and everything else. These were people that we looked up to. That's a fact. So, what is now killing me? I mean, if anybody remembers what I'm talking about, because it might sound really crazy for all them 90s babies that just were born in a time where you can just come and just super sport. African magic. Just watching TV anytime you want. Can just come back from school. Come back from school around like noon and you're watching TV already. We got to wait. So if you can remember this, please leave a comment there so that way I know I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one that's thinking about this. So, we just look up to these guys. So the fact that you are now flying fence, to me that's absolutely crazy. It's ridiculous. If somebody tells you that, look, we're going to block you from entering, you as a respecting yourself, you say you're not going to let me in? I'm the Speaker of the House. I must get in. Go to the court and be like, come file an injunction. Why you guys don't even let me in? You know, it is crazy. It shows you how little these guys believe in the rule of law. So if you yourself do not believe in the rule of law, why are you now going into assembly? Why are you now going into Senate? How can you now be a lawmaker if you yourself do not believe in the law of the land? That if anybody wrongs you, you can't correct it. It's crazy to me now. I can't be flying fence. And people are now recording and they're saying solidarity, APC, and they're hailing you and you're flying fence. It don't make no sense. I mean, they say common sense is not common, but I believe that common sense, the way they sprinkled it, it didn't reach everybody. It's not like manna that was falling from heaven. It's like throwing, like throwing ball in soccer. It's only going to one person. It's not going to all. How? That didn't really touch me. I was just watching. I was like, damn. People were saying all kinds of things disrespectful to us. It's crazy. These guys are letting us down. They're making us look bad in the eye of the world. Will an American senator do the same? Blah, 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 blah. It's all about the way you carry yourself. Me, I know people that will never do that. I can name, whether it's my teachers in secondary school, who will never. Just because of the way they have this respect for self. But we have all these touts. I can't call them touts. When the ones were touts, ginger. I can't call those people touts because these are donkeys. As in they have no sense of self whatsoever. They should put that on their campaign poster. I was flying fast to go and enter inside. So you can't do what? I was wondering, I'm like, what exactly is going on there? Because let me tell you something. If me, I'm going to office and you block my office and say I can't enter, I'm like, okay, it's today's the holiday, then I'll see you tomorrow. Ginger. So for it to now be flying fence, I was like, what exactly is going on inside there? Why is it hurting you so much? They said they're going to go and vote for the extension of the emergency situation. So because you're going to go and vote, you will now have to fly fence. What about quorum? What about the rule of law? Can't you call all the other boys that are inside and say, oh boy, look, since I can't come in and come for this vote, men I fall out. Let's drop the quorum all the way down below the number that we need to make any decision. Or the fact that somebody is already stopping you from going through, that's already saying that vote is not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not legal. It's not a legal vote because I was present. You have camera crew on from TV and everything showing that I was present, and police is firing tear gas. SSS is there firing tear gas and they're not letting me in. So that means I press pause and I say, you know what? I'm not going to enter. Since you don't want to let me in, I'm not going to go in. But guess what? Whatever you are doing there, it's not going to make sense because I was not part of it because you stopped me from going in. But they're afraid. They don't trust the legal system. They don't trust the fact that the judges will rule in their favor, which is crazy. Confirm. I want to use this opportunity to thank a lot of the people who commented on yesterday's video. I put up the video about give Boko Haram what they want. A lot of excellent comments on more. I appreciate your comment. I'll tell you something, Father. The good thing about this show is this: we're young Nigerians who are coming out there talking about things that are going on, not only in Nigeria but in all of Africa. So if I say something I don't agree with, nothing wrong with you leaving your comment there. Sure you understand? There's nothing there at all. I'll come there, I'll respond and everything else. You already showed support by watching the video. Sure you understand? You didn't have to. Not only did you watch, you actually commented in there. So the least I can do is actually respond to your comments. And you weren't rude or anything at all. So you definitely, so we had that really good feedback back and forth. You teach me, I teach you. You correct me when I'm wrong. If I see that something you say doesn't really follow with my reasoning, me say if I am my own, nothing there. Shout out to my boy Ochai, always supporting AFSS in the building. Ginger, of course, Nita was in there, giving her support. Onoche was in there, Chai was in there, Enyi Naya, Amokuwa, thank you so much for leaving your comments. Said it's the first time you ever left the comments. It meant so much to me. Please make sure you keep watching all the videos and also keep commenting. That's the only way I can actually know that you're there. YouTube doesn't really let me know who liked the video. I don't think so. So the only way I can really tell that you saw the video is by you leaving comments. And that's one of the reasons why I also ask the questions at the end, because I'm trying to get some interaction. We've talked about the whole throwing of stone thing. If man doesn't throw the stone across the fence like this, I don't know those people did there where they watch out. So you on your own side, they the other side. The only way I can know that when you come fling your own stone, which is your own comment, even if it's just like Foxy, nice job, or this video is actually useless, it's so trash, you need to go back to your mother and see if you can jump back inside her belly because you're a waste of burning. Confirm, it can happen that way. It's happened before. Kunle Adeleke, I see for out of nowhere, Davido brother is also here commenting. Now, I don't know whether you're related to Davido, but appreciate you too much, Father, for the insightful comments. So thank you guys very much. For all the people I didn't really mention, nothing did yet. It doesn't matter that when I was shooting this video, those are the comments I'd already see. Ginger. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all I have for you today. The day of our Lord, Thursday. You're going to see this on Friday. You guys are absolutely amazing. By the time you're watching this, I'm probably going to be in New York performing at the Core Foundation charity event over there in St. Albans. That's actually in Queens, New York. Should be a great show. Appreciate you and I die. Thank you for everybody that's already gone and bought like the tout hats and our tout t-shirts. TrueVisionClothing.com. That's all you have to. Once you go there, you see under like new arrival or new clothing or whatever. You see it right there. And we'll have a 20% off coupon for you guys. Just use the touts. I think it's all small letters. The touts. And then you get like a significant, I think it's like a 20% discount. So appreciate you and I die. And once I get your hat or your t-shirt, make sure you hit me up. Instagram, Twitter, email africancomedians@gmail.com with a picture, so that way I can really shout you out, and then I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you guys for supporting original African comedy. Now they don't pass. I started talking anytime I end this show. Anything when no die in a vulture. Now when in doubt, suck that breast. When in doubt, suck that breast. When in doubt, suck that breast. Ginger, ginger, ginger.